The nation's third largest health insurer is bailing out of Obamacare. We reported earlier this month that Aetna was considering the move, and now it's official. The healthcare giant will leave nearly 70% of the counties in which it currently sells policies on Obamacare exchanges. Let's get more now from Fox Business Network's Trish Regan. Good evening, Trish. All right, tell us, why is Aetna getting out?
Well, because the economics don't make any sense, Shannon. I mean, think about it. They've got all these people that are applying for insurance, many of whom really need the insurance because they are sick. And all the healthy people that President Obama promised would also be joining these exchanges, well, they're nowhere to be found, effectively. So you know what's happening? The company's losing money, and we're talking about losing money big time, to the tune of $430 billion this year. So Aetna is making a rational business decision, and it's saying, we can't do this, we got to get out. And you know what, Shannon? It's not the only one. You have had a number of these companies just over the last year. I mean, think about United, think about Humana, think about Blue Cross Blue Shield, entities of that, all saying, enough, it doesn't work.
All right, with that in mind, Trish, what does the future look like if all these companies are getting out?
Well, I think it's a pretty challenging one. I think that the Obama administration's hope that this would just be some, utopia in which everybody would be able to get health insurance is quickly looking like it's just not going to work. I mean, this is much of what many economists had warned about, of course, because if everyone is not in the policy, you don't have all those young, healthy people that will help to offset the costs of those that are aging and need the health care of those that are sick. So it's a big issue. I imagine, Shannon, it's going to become increasingly a political issue because Americans are facing this onslaught of an increase in their health care expenses from these insurance companies that are trying to compensate for their lack of, say, healthy people that would help otherwise diversify their base. And so you have, for example, Senator McCain out today with some scathing commentary on Obamacare. And I'm going to share with you part of that because he's saying, look, there are thousands of people now in Arizona that will have no option. They will have no health care exchange option. So he said from the start, Obamacare has been the wrong solution to fixing our nation's health care system and has left our citizens with less freedom, reduced access, and decreased quality of care. It's past time Obamacare supporters wake up to this fact and restore Americans' right to choose the health care that works for them and their families. I mean, the reality is, I think everybody's intention is in the right place, Shannon. We want to make sure people have access to health care, but it's becoming increasingly clear this isn't the way.
And skeptics increasingly wondering if the private companies getting out under pressure was the plan all along. We'll see. Trish, thank you. Up next, Russia flexing its military muscles on two fronts tonight. But first,